a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Murray now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, here's Etienne. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. This defense for the Cards, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, box truck. Yeah. Here we go, D. 80 weapon. It's just me and you. Check nine. Let's go.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Come on, set. 30 base. Silver. He's checking.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Once more, Etienne. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The kick by Lambeau is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray a give. This is counter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a give to Edmonds. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
from the 45 on second down. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Going to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now a 2nd down and 6. ETN once more. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie, go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on first down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the
touchdown. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock. It probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On third down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Jags grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Murray, one final try. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, in this one, partner, we had